Before we get started, I want to thank everyone for coming to the discussion circle very quietly. I really appreciate that. And today's lesson, we will continue with finding main ideas and the supporting details. But today, we will go over the questioning strategy as another way to improve our comprehension. But first, I would like for us to share some of the other books that we've read and the reasons why we chose them, okay? Now, while we share, I will make a list on our big writing pad. We're going to put the reasons why we like them, and we'll come up with some challenges as well. Now, raise your hand and wait to be called on. Okay, Sam. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. Okay, Sam. What did you like about this story? She ate a lot of weird things and never got full. She never got full. You're right. And she did eat a lot of silly things. It was very fun. Angie, who would win book? Who would win book? Okay, like the rhino versus the hippo. Who would win? Would you say, is that type of book a story or informational? Informational. Correct. It's informational because it has facts and we can do research on it. Rose, if you give a mouse a cookie, what about the book did you like, Rose? The pictures and the things that the mouse did. He sure did a lot of things, didn't he? Okay. Carlos, any books about tigers like National Geographic? All right. So class, can we all infer what Carlos's favorite animal is? Tigers. Is it, Carlos? Yes. Okay, we thought so. Thank you for sharing. Those are all great books. So I filled out our list. You guys gave some great ideas and some great reasons why we like reading those type of books. And we also came up with some challenges. Let's go over them. We like reading books because they're fun and entertaining. We learn facts and information, favorite things. They're about our favorite things, illustrations, plot. Okay, so fun and entertaining. Sam shared that there was an old lady who swallowed a fly. Is that fun and entertaining? And learning facts, information? Yes, it's fun and entertaining. Also, if you give a mouse a cookie, correct. What about the books that Angie and Carlos shared with us? Yes, we learn facts, information. Exactly, yes. It's also favorite things. Carlos' favorite things are tigers. Now, you guys share some challenges of we may come up with as we're reading. You guys said vocabulary, unknown words. We don't know the meanings or we don't know how to pronounce them. And why did you guys say confusing? Okay, because vocabulary, right? If we don't understand vocabulary, it gets confusing. Yeah, and you don't know what's going on. Yes. What happens if you don't know what's going on in the story? You can't follow the plot. Yeah, you don't like it, right? We lose interest. It's discouraging. Okay, so how can we improve our comprehension during reading? Questioning. So, questioning. What is questioning? Those are the questions we ask ourselves before, during, and after reading a text. We ask questions to find the answers to unknown vocabulary words, to find answers for the problems in a story. We ask questions to clear up confusion. Yeah, we want to clear up what's going on, right? We ask questions to make connections. To make connections to knowledge we already have, other books or experiences. So how can we use questioning and how do we do it? Well, I'm going to model questioning through a think aloud activity. You guys are going to pay close attention to where I pause, how I read, and the type of questions that I make. It's going to be an excerpt from one of my favorite stories, Rabbit. Okay, so this is the excerpt. The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. Oh, I remember I watched the movie. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sand bank. Oh, I don't know this word. Sandbank? Underneath the root of a big fir tree. I wonder what a fir tree looks like. Now, my dear, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. I wonder how the dad got into that accident. He was put in a pie by Mrs. McGregor. I don't understand why he was put in a pie. Now run along and don't get into mischief. I wonder what mischief means. I'm going out. Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella. I wonder why she must take her umbrella. And went through the wood to the baker's. She bought a loaf of brown bread and 5 currant buns. I wonder what a currant bun tastes like. Okay, guys, so did you pay close attention how I read and the pauses that I make and the type of questions that I ask? These are the sticky notes of where I annotated on the text. These are going to be our supporting details. They're going to help with our challenges, like answering our questions of unknown vocabulary, clearing up confusion, and it's also going to help us make connections. And these are going to help us as we continue reading because we can always go back to them. Now you guys are going to have a chance to practice with a partner. We're going to get into each group has 2 sets of partners. Each group has copies of the books and stacks of sticky notes where you guys are going to annotate and read the text. We're only going to do the first 2 pages so you guys can get familiar with the questioning activity. So I'm going to come around and listen to your reading, where and if you're pausing, and the type of questions that you guys are making. After we practice with a partner, you guys will have a chance to practice independently for the next 2 pages. And please ask each other questions, help each other out, and I will be walking around helping everybody too.